bring them out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out. Yeah. Bring them out, bring them out. Hey. Bring them out, bring them out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
bring them out, bring them out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring them out, bring them out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring them out, bring them out.
Front the back, they yelling,
bring them out, bring them out.
Today on EA Sports.
Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First carry now. This is Johnson. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Johnson again on second down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude, and you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now, but maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game? Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. And they're going to speed things up here. On play action, it's Brady. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They fake the handoff. Now Brady sliding out of the pocket. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 47 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive of the Super Bowl. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league. It's told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
taking it in.
And the Buccaneers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
And it's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Montana sensing something. He'll change the play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Finding room at midfield.
And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 for Montana and company. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Now Montana.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, here's Peyton. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Here's Peyton up the middle. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 23. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Play fake. Now here's Montana.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They will look to throw. Montana.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he takes a pretty good lick there as he'll wind up getting about 3.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, The coverage downfield, equally good.
Now a handoff inside. It's Payton. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Brady going to throw. Flush to his right. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Brady will look to throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a give, it's Payton. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7. On the give, here comes Payton. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 83 yards. And the Bucs are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. Brady's going to look to throw. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Thorough domination right now, and the game plan is simple, obviously, Charles. They're going for 2 after every touchdown, and it's 24-0.
Don't you just get the sense right now that they're just flexing? I mean, to be able to do whatever they want, how they want, 3 2-point conversions. And now they're up 24-0. So essentially they gained a field goal out of it without even trotting the kicker out there.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, perfect.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Now 3rd down and very long. The tight end in motion right. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll run now with Peyton, and he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Brown with his stick skills. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st down, Brady. Throw left side, complete to Chase. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On play action, now Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jamar Chase as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll air this one out for Boyd. That is incomplete. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight. As we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Montana. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
Behaves nicely. We might just list those out for him. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position.
That one out wide and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Here's Montana to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Montana. Pressure, they got him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and they will remain well behind.
This is certainly turning out to be one of those days. Here we are in the second half. They're being shut out. Offense is doing nothing. And you're just saying, please, come on, give us something here to your kicker. But even this is no good.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking deep here for Chase. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ja'Marr Chase, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Buccaneers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurting this game. No, okay.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Courtland Sutton, and he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. On the run, it's Peyton. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Now back to throw. McKinnon here, it's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to at least get 1 score back. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old-school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 9. Now a play fake. Brady. He'll buy some time right. They dump it off to Lynch. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. 3 quarters gone by. Don't leave your seats now, folks. The 4th and final quarter of the Super Bowl is up next. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. The first down carry here for Johnson. He's got it to the 43 here. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Brady. Open man is Chase, complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Now Brady. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. Steps away. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Here's Brady to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. And that one too wide and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
On 2nd down, Montana. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. With it is Brown. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Brady. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Rolling to his right. He finds his man Johnson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Flushed out right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distance. There he goes left side. Now he's free at the 35. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Running it here with Peyton. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Montana. Now the pressure gets there and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. The extra point by Sly is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 84 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Brady going to look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Bucs will take over here just shy of the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season. For the victors, getting to hoist that.
Like damn, why I get a like urn? I'ma drop top. The sun won't burn when it lit like what, but the stripes ain't earned. I'ma get it right now, I ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house, trying to avoid my hurt. About 6 point something in the field like church. Or the hood got whack and the set went turn. Got a 488 in the glide like Kurt. I've been living off golf on the last few deals. When the night check came and I still got chills. Hit a 2K lick, I ain't even go pro. Got a boss outlet, now I'm smelling like gold. Call me Ice Cube, baby, where they sit on my chain. Heard a lame. Trying to play up my name when I'm 23 to it, and I'm going no brain, going dumb with these hundreds in my thumb. Got stank. Out here, everything come free. I ain't never met God, but I bet he know me. Put the money in a set of down them streets to the boy alley hooping. I ain't riding on fleek. Got a Porsche light scan in the ceiling, got peeled. I was 20 plus young when got real. Young black boy running, got me out of that field. Better living off game, you should get it on film. I ain't never your kind, late but I'm really on time.